Welcome back to the channel. We've got a lovely sunny day in Buckinghamshire in the UK with blue skies. Very unusual. We've had rain quite a lot just recently. So today in this video I want to talk about tyres. Now please stick with me. You might sort of think, well, tyres are not really important, not very interesting. They are, and you do need to understand a number of things about tyres, both from an advanced driving technique and to keep your car safe on the road. So welcome back to subscribers. If you haven't subscribed yet, then please think about subscribing. My aim with this channel is to improve safety on the road, but also to give you some advanced techniques that will keep you safe, and also to have some fun with your driving. And the safer you are, the more fun you'll have with your driving. So let's talk a bit about tyres. So each vehicle has got 4 tyres, and at any one time the grip that you have with the road is about the size of a man's size 9 shoe in the UK. Continental, I think that's about a 45, but it's quite a small area that's actually in contact with the road at any one time. And each tyre will have a limit on the forces that it can withstand before it loses grip with the road. And that's what we don't want. We want to keep the vehicle balanced at all times. So I'm just going to talk a little bit about physics. I promise it'll only be a bit, but it just sets the other bits in context. So Newton's law states that a body will remain at rest or continue to travel in a straight line in the same velocity unless it's acted upon by a force. So how does that relate to driving? Well, it means when we're driving our car in a straight line at the constant speed, that's when our car is the most stable. The forces are going in the direction of the car. Now, if we accelerate or brake or feed in any steering, then the forces on the tyre change, and they may then approach the limit at which the car can not grip, or those tyres can't grip with the road. And that's what we don't want. When the tyre forces exceed the maximum grip that the tyre can withstand, that's when we get into a skid. So it's important to understand that the forces on the tyre have a direct effect on our contact with the road. So that's all I'm going to say about physics. But I now wanted just to talk a bit about the different types of tyres. And basically there's 2 types, run flat and non-run flat. Now, it seems like most of the major manufacturers at the moment are delivering new cars with run flat tyres. And there's a reason for that. They don't need to provide a spare wheel because you've got run flats. But also it's a safety element, or they consider it to be a safety element, in that if you have a blowout with a run flat tyre, it's much easier to control. It's not generally a dramatic incident like it is with a non-run flat tyre. And you can also continue on your journey for probably about 50 miles, but no more than 50 miles an hour speed at the time. But it does allow you to continue your journey, so you're not having to stop by the side of the road to actually change your tyre. That's a big safety element, because obviously stopping on a motorway or a dual carriageway is extremely dangerous, especially with smart motorways now in the UK. So that's sort of the advantage of run flats. The disadvantage of run flats is that they tend to have more road noise, because the tyre is constructed with very firm steel sidewalls, so that when the air leaves them they can still actually carry on without damaging the wheel. The noise that they generate from the road is, well, I find it significantly more than non-run flat tyres. Also, a big disadvantage of run flat tyres is they are more expensive than non-run flat tyres. So safety and expense, you have to take your choice and the road noise. To go on to non-run flat tyres, if you are going to do that, then you really need to change all 4 tyres on the vehicle. It is not a good idea to be running run flats and non-run flats. And that's quite a controversial sort of statement really. But a lot of the manufacturers say do not run like one axle on run flats and another axle on non-run flats. It's best to have either all non-run flats or all run flats. So just bear that in mind if you are going to change over. So non-run flat tyres, what are their advantages? Well, they're quieter on the road. Generally, they're cheaper to buy. Again, going back to the disadvantages, if you have a blowout, much more difficult to control, and you've got the safety element of having to stop and change your tyre at the side of the road. In addition, if you are running non-run flats, then you need to carry a spare tyre, which is normally a space-saving tyre, but those are the thin tyres that actually normally can be found in the boot. But you must have a spare tyre if you are running on non-run flats. So I want to give now a couple of other just sort of interesting facts that you might not know about tyres. So rubber in its natural state is white. So why are our tyres black? Well, it's aesthetics really, because running tyres on the road, they're going to get dirty really quickly. There's no avoiding it, and if we had white tyres, it just wouldn't look good. So now they add carbon and silica to the rubber to actually make it black. So we have black tyres. But where did the word tyre come from? How did tyres get their name? Well, when cars were originally manufactured, the wheels were seen as the car's attire. And that then just got shortened to tyre. And in some countries they do spell tyre T-I-R-E rather than T-Y-R-E. And that's where the name comes from, a tyre. Just talking a bit about the tread of a vehicle. So on the tread of a vehicle you will see things called sipes, grooves, lugs and voids. And each of these has a particular characteristic, and they are put onto tyres to cope with the different types of environment the tyres will be used in. So some will be used for on-road, the majority. Some will be used off-road tyres. You can generally tell those because they're big and they've got quite a big depth of tread on them. Another characteristic is longevity. We all want the tyres to last as long as possible because they are expensive. Water evacuation. So we need that tread to actually be there to get rid of water when we're driving in the rain, to keep our contact with the road as much as it can. And at the other extreme, and I don't mean sort of Formula One, some tyres are built for speed, and you will see that they do have speed ratings. I'm not going to go into speed ratings in this video. We can do that another one if someone makes a comment to ask me to. So a last interesting fact. In 2012, the Guinness Book of Records awarded a record for the largest number of tyres made in a single year, and that was 318 million tyres. And the Guinness World Record went to Lego for the 318 million tyres that they make for their toy cars. So I hope you found that interesting. To be serious, you do need to keep your tyres in good condition, to check the tread depth and the inflation of the tyres probably once a month, just to make sure that they are legal. Like I say, the legal minimum is 1.6 millimetres. I would always suggest changing your tyres at 3 millimetres because that's when they start to lose their ability to disperse water. And the other advice I would give is, like I said at the beginning, the 4 tyres are your only contact with the road. So they are really important. So I would always recommend you to buy the best tyres that you can afford. Now we see like premium, middle and cheap tyres. Go for the best tyre that you can afford. That would be my advice. Hope you found that useful. Like I say, if you're subscribed, thank you very much. If you're not subscribed, then please consider subscribing. I will be releasing some more videos fairly soon. I tried to do one a week at the moment, and I will during the summer, hopefully. If you've got any comments, then please use the comments below. Any suggestions for future videos, please put them there and I'll try and do my best to record them. And hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.